Every town or city has that one desirable road, and today we are on Quebec, Dereham's version. We have come to see number 10, and we have a few surprises in store for you. Now, it is believed that the property was built in 1860 by one half of the famous ironmongers at the time, Bradley and Utting. We define property by the era that it was built in. However, those dates are never really set in stone. And this property, being built in 1860, to me has a very Georgian feel to it. True to the characteristics of a Georgian home, we have two very much mirror image rooms at the front. The property is packed full of character, as you may have noticed on the front door as we came in. But one of the jewels of the crown is this original hand-painted stained glass window. Houses of this era were very much designed around having staff, where essentially they ran the ship without being seen. Now, these utilitarian areas don't really match up to how we live today. However, the present owners have transformed that space. It seems almost poetic that the current vendors, who run one of Norfolk's only royalist-centred joinery businesses, have taken this property on from Bradley and Utting and have moved it forward into the modern times. It goes without question that a company of their ilk would fit in a kitchen that is as glorious as we see here today. But it goes out a little bit further. All the joinery that you see throughout the property goes with that vision that Bradley and Utting had all those years ago. Now, I'm not 100% sure why a property such as this had a hayloft. I mean, I've got a good idea, but what I really love is how the current owners have enclosed this space and included it into the ground floor area and really enhanced this wonderful family room. As society develops, so too our homes. Now, we don't build so much a home around having staff, but more so around having family these days. And here we have this wonderful example of multi-generational living at its best. This beautiful 2-bedroom annex, which was originally built for an older parent. It is now used by friends and family as a complete guest wing. Sometimes annexes feel a bit like an afterthought. However, here it is, almost as grand as some of the rooms that are in the actual property itself. And I can't believe how gorgeous the views of the garden are here. Before we head on upstairs, I just quickly wanted to pop in here and show you this room. Something that you'd expect in a house of this ilk, a place to have those special meals with the family. One of the things I really love about this house is how the primary bedroom is tucked away up here on its own wing. You've got an ensuite, great views of the garden. It's a lovely place to have a little bit of solace and a little bit of peace. It's gorgeous, isn't it? But where do they put all their clothes? Well, up here, obviously, in the hayloft. We're back now into the original side of the house. It comes as no surprise the symmetry that you would expect to be here upstairs. You've got 4 double bedrooms, but what is very nice is 2 of those have their own en-suites. What a fantastic place to have your morning coffee. But let's go downstairs and check out the garden below. How do I begin to explain the garden after having a look around such an exquisite home like that? Well, to me, it's the very fact that the daughter chose this as her place to get married. And just like the house, there's a seamless intertwining of the old and the new. With the brick and flint wall as the backdrop of this garden, we even have the original summer house from the 1860s. To the majestic terraced area that is beautifully landscaped, and you could easily be forgiven to think that you're somewhere in Tuscany. In a previous life, this lawned area was the tennis court that the previous owners would actually allow all the kids from the area to come and have a bit of a hit around. When you have one of Norfolk's premier joinery companies fitting out your house, the term turnkey doesn't begin to describe it.